Hello, welcome back. Today we have a first. Today we are not going to be solving a puzzle, we are going to be solving two puzzles. And there is actually two reasons for that. The first reason being that they are both level 1 puzzles, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get these apart and then back together. And the second reason is that I have actually seen one of them being solved in a video before, so I'm fairly certain that I'm going to almost do it straight away. So firstly, we're going to solve the one that I have seen done before, which is the diamond puzzle. Now I saw this one in a Chris Ramsey video where he was getting his friends to race to solve 2 or 3 different puzzles, and whoever did the fastest won like $1,000 or something like that. So I've not seen it up close to the solution, but I've sort of seen how it's done. And the second puzzle that we're going to be solving is the ABC puzzle, which, as I said before, is a level 1 puzzle as well as the diamond. So today shouldn't be twice as long, given that there's 2 puzzles, but should be a different sort of challenge than one we've faced before. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so here we have both puzzles. Quite obviously, this one's the ABC puzzle. We have to separate that C from the letters A and B. And here we have the diamond puzzle, or the 2 pieces of the diamond puzzle, which is very similar to the loop puzzle in that they come separated and your job is to put them together. They're I think 2 of the only Hanayama puzzles that I've got so far that involve that. It's essentially the challenge is just putting them back together as opposed to taking them apart and then putting them back together. So we're going to start with the ABC puzzle, so we're going to get rid of the diamond pieces for now. And here, by the looks of it, we have to maneuver these sort of grooves, or these cut out pieces on the C, over these grooves of the ABC piece. Now, this is actually extremely similar to the puzzle we've just solved, or we solved last in the box puzzle. Because they had very similar movements, sort of grooves cut out in one piece, and you sort of slide around a different piece. Now it's quite obviously a routine of these various things to then separate this C. Our job, if you like, is to find that routine. Now here we've not got enough space to go over. We've not got enough space to go over here, so it must be this one that we're going over. But when we go into here, we can't just slide straight off of that one because we've not got enough room around that edge, which probably means that we have to go around this edge first and then over. I hope that it's not just coming over there. No, see, that groove doesn't seem as deep, or those grooves don't seem as deep to get over there, which is good news because that would be extremely easy otherwise. These don't seem that shallow, that deep enough either. They seem too shallow. So let's just have a look around. They're too shallow, these are not too shallow, and those are too shallow. So we know where we're coming off now. We're coming off here, which probably means we have to go over there. No, they don't look too deep either, so we have to go over there, over there. Interesting. So we can go to here, we can go to here, we can't come off there. So we must have to go, the only grooves that are deep enough are this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. How do we get round to here, I guess is the question. I was actually getting a little bit cocky. I thought this would be quite simple, but I'm clearly missing something. What am I missing? Unless I'm missing the... It's not like one of the grooves that I've said is too shallow. Maybe it isn't too shallow, but it seems fairly easy to spot which ones are deep enough and which ones are shallow enough to cross over. There's nothing different on the back of the puzzle, just apart from a different perspective. All the grooves are sort of the same depths, whichever way you look around. Just trying to see if I can see any move that I couldn't see before, or couldn't see from the other side. Ah, here we go. Found it. Flip it round and we come on there. I'm guessing, right, I think I can see it now. We're going to come on here, we're going to come around there and around there. And then now, come over there. I'll do it. So now it seems we just need to get it back through here. Maybe I didn't need to come on to that one. Oh, maybe I did. Oh, actually, yeah, we come out here. We come over here. And then we separate from there. Ha! That was better than I expected. Yeah, looking around them, I thought, oh, we must come off here. But actually, we come on and then we come out of this gap here. That is, yeah, very clever. Very clever. Oh, what should we do next? Should we put this back together or should we do the diamond puzzle? I'm fairly sure either way I'm going to remember them, so we'll put the ABC back together first. So we'll just get straight into it. So we're coming up through here, and does that matter? Which way around these go? I don't think it should. I think I remember where the start position is, which was just around this corner. And there we go. That's the ABC puzzle done. We will put that to one side up here, and then we will focus on this diamond puzzle. And one thing that I have thought about just since starting now is it might be quite hard to place this on the leaderboard at the end. So obviously once we've done these, we'll then place them on the shelves in what we think is the right position for each of these two puzzles based on difficulty level in comparison to all the ones we've done before. So yeah, so as I said, I've sort of seen the solution for this one, but I've not really seen it. I know that it's a twist of some sort, and I know based on reactions that it's a very satisfying twist that puts it back, that puts them together, which is similar to which I imagine is going to be similar to the loop puzzle. Yeah, how you put that one together is very satisfying as well. Let's try and reverse engineer it. So it will look like this when we're together, obviously just not at these heights. We wouldn't be able to twist up. We could twist down. Thinking the twist must be when they're both in this position and a rotation that way. I don't think there's a place where you can rotate them from this perpendicular position to then them end up parallel to each other. They're both exactly the same pieces, it's just the colour that's different. So there's nothing there that'll affect anything. There it is. So yeah, so they just lay on top of each other there. And twist in there to get that nice diamond position. Yeah, nice and straightforward. But we should have got that a little bit quicker. I started reverse engineering it a couple of minutes ago and then stopped doing that for some reason. But yeah, from there, nice twisting together there. So there we go. That is the ABC puzzle. and the diamond puzzle solved, and the only thing left to do now is to rank both of them, or place both of them, on our difficulty leaderboard. So there we go. For the first time we have solved 2 puzzles in one sitting, in one single video. But as I said before, they were never going to be the hardest puzzles to solve, being 2 level 1s. Plus, with the diamond puzzle, I sort of knew how that it was going to solve in the first place, or going into it. It's still a very nice twist move finish for that diamond puzzle. It is very similar to the loop puzzle, which is the easiest puzzle that we have done so far. Very similar in terms of that it is a twist finish, in also how satisfying that twist is for the finish. The ABC puzzle is very similar actually to the puzzle we solved previously to this, which was the box puzzle, which we placed in as the 5th easiest puzzle done so far. Similar in that there is a groove in one piece that passes through, or cut out if you like, of one piece that passes through certain grooves of the other piece. The box puzzle has a lot more alternatives to go down, so when it comes to ranking these, there's no question at all that the ABC is going to be way below, or not way below, it can't be much below the box puzzle, but it is going to be below that in where it's placed. So having said that, let's get straight on with placing both of these puzzles on the leaderboard. Now, I've pretty much already said where these are going to place or be placed. The diamond puzzle is extremely similar to the loop puzzle. I have the, I guess, bias, or the not really ideal position of sort of having a clue as to coming into this one as to how it solves. So it's going to be hard for me to rank this legitimately because I wasn't coming in blind like we do with all the others. Having said that, the diamond is not going to be harder than the flag puzzle, but it is going to be harder than the loop puzzle, purely because it's harder to get to the starting position, or to realize that the start position for the twist with the diamond is the start position for the twist, if that makes sense. Whereas the loop, it sort of has to lock in place and then do its twist. The diamond, the starting position doesn't really make sense. I was sort of looking for a different place where everything lined up before it twists, whereas it sort of just sits on top of each other and then twists. So for that reason, the diamond is going to sit in between the flag and the loop puzzle. And the ABC puzzle, we already know it's not going higher than the box puzzle. It is going to go higher than the diamond. It's probably also harder than the harmony puzzle. The question is just whether it's harder or easier than the hashtag puzzle. The hashtag puzzle is actually a level 3, so that's sort of the odd one out in these placings. And it does also mean that this is going to be the first level 1 puzzle that isn't right at the bottom, that has another level between it and the bottom. So we've got the level 2 harmony in what will be 4th easiest. And I actually think that the ABC puzzle is going to sit one above that, in between the hashtag and the box. The hashtag was just really, well, I found it simple. Again, a lot of it depends on how you approach puzzles, what you try first, what you see as you're doing it. But for me, the hashtag was super easy. The ABC was fairly easy, but a little bit harder to find that solution, I think, than the hashtag puzzle was. So there we go. That is now 43 puzzles done in total. There's plenty more still to come and then place on our leaderboard, which is getting very, very crowded, or all more crowded every single week. Now, thank you very much for being here. If you want to see me solve more of these Hanayama puzzles and then the step-by-step solutions to each and every one of them, then make sure you click my face here to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace!